Hello folks, and welcome to this week's HiFi News etc. And we're well into December. Where has the year gone? My head is probably somewhere around April. I'm probably still there somewhere. Yeah, where's the... if anyone can tell me where the year has gone, can you let me know in the comments, please? Because I can't find it. I've looked down the back of the sofa, no dice. Who knows? Moving away from calendar operations, the HiFi News, well, we only have 4 companies for you this time around instead of 5. Then again, we have 6 products for you instead of 5. One of those companies, I have 3 products. So lots of goodies still to talk about. Hey, until then, folks, trivia. And the question for this week is this: who is the Scottish band named after a figure whose assassination triggered the series of events that led to the outbreak of the First World War? One more time. Who is the Scottish band named after a figure whose assassination triggered the series of events that led to the outbreak of the First World War? Now, of course, if you did a bit of research, you'd found out straight away. So please don't do that. No Googling, no AI sifting, no archive delving, none of that, please. This is just a bit of fun. I'd like you just to have a little think. And we'll meet in the middle at the end of this video, because I will give you the answer right then. Until then, folks, HiFi News. Now we have a pair of rather chunky floor-standing speakers for you, and I am not sure how to say the name. Well, we've got Compound and we've got DeVore. Do you say the X in the middle? I don't know. Is it Compound X DeVore? Compound by DeVore? Compound times DeVore? I have no idea. Anyway, Compound DeVore, because I'm going to be fashionable and rather avant-garde and ignore the X. The X is silent. Compound DeVore Fidelity DEFCON speakers, folks. That's what I'm talking about here. Desperately trying to get round to talking about. These are a limited edition handcrafted speakers, and they are made to order. So don't expect to see them in the windows of John Lewis. These are hand-built in Brooklyn, USA. Bit of a walk. You can order them on the website. So phew, hey. Featuring a 2-tone hardwood cabinet, a black rosewood front, and integrated floor standing stands. They look like a herd of cows, and I mean that in the most complimentary way. They look solid, and they look as though they're considering life, don't they? Musing upon the existence of the floor standing speaker genre as a whole. The DEFCON features a twin rear port system. These speakers are also pretty sensitive at 96 decibels, so low-powered valve amplifiers should be fine with this design, spanning 305mm by 457 by a mighty 901. These are not cheap, they are rather expensive. They are priced at £16,066 and of course 95 pennies. Where would we be without that? I'm sure the company would go bankrupt if they didn't charge you the extra 95 pennies. If you're into these speakers and you fancy a pair, I'll put a link down below. Next, we have a Bluetooth speaker called the Pocket Go from Tribit. Tribit, it's a very frog-like name. If you look at the website for the speaker, it looks like it's aimed at the kids, because that's what the images are all over this particular website. The kids. It doesn't mean we dinosaurs can't buy them. Hey, weighing a mere 220 grams, small enough to fit in a palm or a pocket, these speakers span a mere 108mm by 81 by 42. The so-called Pocket Go delivers a mighty 7 watts of power to a 45mm driver which also has a passive radiator connected, I assume to enhance a little bit of bass. The built-in battery, there is one, powers up to 20 hours of continuous playback at around 50% volume. So I don't know, is it on a curve? 10 hours of full volume? I ain't sure. Recharging can be done via USB Type-C. That takes about 3 hours to get to a full charge. The Tribit Pocket Go features an IP68 waterproof and dust-proof rating, and this has passed the very famous 1.22 meter drop tests. Does this mean that the whole thing shattered into a million pieces at 1.23 meters? Did it sink without trace in a Titanic manner at 1.23 meters? I don't know, but it's definitely tested to 1.22 meters, folks. Using Bluetooth 6.0, a stable connection can be yours from 30 to 60 meters. I think it depends where that might be. 50 meters in open air, I would say. MicroSD card playback is possible, and there is a true wireless stereo feature built in, so you can pair two to have a stereo effect. There are 6 preset EQ modes supported, plus hands-free calls and voice assistant activation. You can buy one of these in black, blue, and green from the actual website itself, Tribit, and also Amazon. So if you want to buy a frog speaker, you know where to go. From the lifestyle to the extraordinarily audiophile, and Lumin have a flagship X2 network player for your delectation, featuring a system on a chip, an SoC processor. The X2 supports up to 32-bit 768 kHz and DSD512 from a wide range of digital streaming sources, including Deep Breath, Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, Qobuz Connect, KKBox. I don't really know KKBox. What's KKBox, folks? Haven't looked. TuneIn, I know all about those. Amazon Music and AirPlay. A discrete DAC circuit is powered by an external dual-toroidal linear power supply, a fully balanced analog output module incorporating a dual-stage low-noise power regulator, and dual Lundahl output transformers. I do like Lundahl. They're very good in the transformery power kind of stuff. Good quality. Sound good too. A built-in network switch allows simultaneous use with the RJ45 port. Storage inputs include USB, XLR balanced and RCA single-ended are included, along with DSD512 support and up to 768 kHz. I assume that's 32-bit, I'm not sure. The Lumin X2 also features a, is it Leedh? I'm going to put that down below. You can tell me if I'm saying that incorrectly. Leedh Processing lossless digital volume control, allowing for direct connection to a power amplifier. And that should improve sound if you can do that, I'm guessing. Access to music libraries and playlists can be done via the Lumin app. The X2 is also Audirvana and Roon Ready certified. Phew, an awful lot of features. Hey, this one is out now and it's a flagship device, so it's going to be pricey. Hey, £12,995. Now over to the hardworking people at FiiO, and they have a trio from FiiO. I think I may have said that on my little headline. Hey, I think it's so hilarious, I'm going to have to say it all over again. Trio from FiiO. The jokes, they keep on coming, folks. That even rhymes. I have 3 products then to tell you about from the company's own Jade Audio imprint, which is kind of new to me. We have a couple of headphones anyway from this Jade Audio imprint from FiiO. The Jade Audio JT7 is an open back planar magnetic headphone or headphones. Or there's another one, the JT Dynamic headphones. The JT7, they are lightweight and foldable. They also use a 95 by 86 millimeter planar driver and a push-pull magnetic architecture with 2-way high-density magnets. They also use so-called FES. FES stands for FiiO Elastic System, because of course it does. And this is also included. This is an embossed structural design, apparently, which sits on the diaphragm, and it apparently enhances low-frequency dynamics. Those guys are FiiO, hey? I don't know. Weighing 318 grams, you get a detachable 3.5mm single-ended and a detachable 4.4mm Pentacon balanced cables, plus replaceable ear pads and removable Velcro headband cushion. It's all good stuff. 3 prices. I have €119.99 or $119.99 or £104.99. The second pair of headphones, the JT3s, are open back headphones equipped with a 50mm dynamic driver featuring a PEK plus PU composite diaphragm. I don't know what that means. I also don't know what CCAW voice coils are, but I'm sure we'll find out in good time. The brass damping ring, which is also fitted, apparently that reduces distortion. So at least I know that. Hey, moving further away from mystery into fact, this weighs 300 and they headphones, they're always talked about in the plural, aren't they? Weighing 330 grams, sporting velvet ear pads, aluminium magnesium alloy grills, and dual 3.5mm connectors. The JT3 is priced, and I have 3 prices, at €76.99 or $76.99, no surprise, hey, or £66.99. Finally, the last product from FiiO is the BR19 Bluetooth receiver, powered by Qualcomm's QCC 5181 Bluetooth 5.4 chip. The BR19 supports aptX lossless, and there is a codec I have yet to test. I need to grab some hardware that supports it. And LDAC, which I know and I like. This is a fully differential 24-bit R2R DAC. You get USB front and rear and SPDIF inputs feeding 2 sets of RCA outputs plus 1 XLR balanced output. Ooh. There's a 10-band PEQ equalizer, so you can tweak your sound to your heart's content, included via the FiiO Control app. With its built-in power supply and included remote, there are again 3 prices, all a little bit different this time. €219.99, $199.99, or £194.99. And that's a lot, folks. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this particular video, and I'm sure you will like an answer to that trivia question. The question one more time. Who is the Scottish band named after a figure whose assassination triggered the series of events that led to the outbreak of the First World War? And the answer is? The answer is Franz Ferdinand. The band formed in Glasgow in 2002 and actually took their name directly from a racehorse, which was also called Archduke Ferdinand, and that had won the Northumberland Plate in 2001, just in case you're interested. This beast had been named in honour of the heir to the Austrian throne, who was shot in Sarajevo in 1914. So I suppose technically the group were named after a racehorse, and that was named after the chap whose death triggered World War I. However, That doesn't sound as romantic, does it? So that's why I formed the question as I did. So now you know. I'll be back next week with another one of these to give you some more trivia and some more hi-fi news as we creep ever closer to Christmas. I do like Christmas, a favourite time of the year. As you can tell, I'm very excited. So where are we? Yes, next video probably will be hopefully Friday with something musical. If not, I'll have more news and another review next week. That's about it, folks. I hope to have your company somewhere in that distant future. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I certainly will. And until then, bye-bye for now.